guys, and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name is Michelle, and today I'm going to be demo and reviewing some of the new EcoTools face products that I received from Influencer. I got a beautiful box like this filled with new makeup brushes and sponges. I think the sponges are what I'm most excited to try out. They are the Perfecting Blender Duo. It comes with 2 in the pack. There's the large green one and the smaller like lime green one. And then we also have the individual full powdered brush from EcoTools, as well as the 6-piece starter collection that has 5 brushes in it and a bonus cosmetic bag. I don't think I've actually ever tried EcoTools products before that I know of. They also sent along these makeup brush cleansing cloths, so I'm gonna kind of play around with that a bit. I want to do that first. Let's go ahead and clean off one of my brushes that I used during the tutorial, which was one of them here. I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around on there. You can see it's picking up some of it and it's not making the brush wet. Let's see, it says for a quick daily cleanse, it's free of parabens, phthalates. This basically instantly washes the surface makeup and oils away from your brushes and keeps them, you know, cleaner longer. So probably conditions them too and keeps them pretty healthy, if you want to use that word, with makeup brushes. Okay, I can see it coming off on the makeup cloth and it's not really changing the texture or saturating the bristles, which I really like. Okay, so let's hop on into the demo part of this review and get started. Okay, so I just dampened and fluffed up my EcoTools blenders and they puffed up quite nicely. At first, when I was putting the water on there, it was feeling a little dense and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna like this. But then as I kept like squooshing it under the water, since it was the first time of me doing this, it really absorbed the water really well and kind of fluffed up a lot better than I expected. So I'm gonna start putting my foundation on the back of my hand. Today we're gonna be playing around with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I kind of use 2 shades here to get my perfect one. I use about 2 of the darker shade and 1 a lighter. They are soft beige and nude ivory. I've been really liking this for everyday foundation, and you really cannot beat the price at $5 each. It's good. I typically like to apply this with either my regular beauty blender, which is super dirty at the moment, or I've been really liking my Moda toothbrushy sort of smooth it on brush. I want to do a video on those shortly. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is apply it to my skin first and then go in and blend it out with the sponge. We're gonna use the big one. Which side do I want to use? Maybe this big flat one. I think it's kind of cool and different that it's got like the flat edge. Let's see if it makes it easier to kind of blend out. Ooh, nice. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not really absorbing a lot of the product, which I appreciate, because I have also been using, and this is like, don't judge me, horrifically dirty, the e.l.f. sponges, the ones that come in the 3 different sizes. And while this one's pretty dirty and, you know, grody, I don't use it as much as I use the smaller ones, because this is just so hard and dense. When I use it, even when I use water to fluff it up, it doesn't fluff up as much as this guy did. So this is nice. I like this. Yeah, this one I use mostly for my powder products. It works better for that. And I don't use it wet, because I feel like it doesn't even make a huge change of when this one's wet or when this one's dry. This is a huge change in size and in texture and feel. I feel like I should have used the smaller side, that I'm like kind of spreading it out too much. But this is leaving a nice, smooth finish. It's not patchy on my skin. Okay, so then for concealer, I'm going to use the Photo Focus Concealer from Wet n Wild. This is another product I've been kind of like trying out, and I'm not sure if I love it or hate it just yet. I know that I like the foundation because I've had that for a little bit longer than the concealer. But the concealer I just got this week. I'm going to use the smaller sponge and just the tip here to kind of go in and hopefully blend out some concealer on my spots. This comes in handy around this nose area. I feel like it's picking up a little bit of the makeup that was already there. I don't know that I like that. Go back in with the foundation shade and just kind of smooth it over. This one definitely feels a little bit softer and squishier than the smaller one. I think I might reserve the smaller one for strictly like smoothing out my contour and things like that. Okay, so I touched on my concealer elsewise, and I want to try and blend out a cream contour with this. So this here is the Essence Me and My Umbrella contour, and that is quite heavily applied. So let's see if we can blend it out. I'm gonna use the end of this little guy and just kind of smoosh it in, see if it works. Okay, so this is working beautifully. Blend it up into the hairline. Use some of the leftover like concealer that I did have on there to kind of sharpen up this under area. That looks really pretty and really natural. This sponge is really, really nice. Like, I'm very impressed. I'm really happy with that. The only one I'm a little iffy on is this smaller one. I feel like I'm like forcing myself to use it for something, but otherwise I would totally get the duo just for this one right here. It is absolutely worth it. They did kind of send along in that kit a couple of other EcoTools brushes, so I'm going to use those to finish up my makeup. Why not? And this is the blush one from the set. It is nice and fluffy. Today I'm going to be applying one of my favorite blushes of all times. It is the Balm Beach Long Wearing Blush. It is a warm sunny color. Let's see. I love this one so much. There was a concealer brush in there and I just realized I could have used that for some of my detail work with my breakouts. Since I forgot about the concealer brush, I am going to sharpen up my brows a little bit here using this brush to kind of carve them out a little bit more. Clean it up a bit because it's stiff enough that it's keeping the product where I want it to go, but it's soft enough to not leave like harsh lines. This is the Pixie It's Eye Time from It's Judy Time. I have been using this almost every single day. I've typically been taking this light shade and then kind of using the other ones to mix it up each day. But it is really good. I was very impressed with these. I've tried a couple of Pixie products or eyeshadows in the past and they've been just kind of like eh. But these I really like. They must have done something differently with the formula or I don't know, I'm going to go in with this shade today. I'm just feeling it. I'm going to go into the crease. By the way, this is the shading brush from EcoTools. It's doing its job, which is nice. I like when my makeup tools do what they're supposed to claim to do. Look at how easy and effortless that is. They also put in the box, which is this full face powder brush. It's huge and it is so incredibly soft. It's a little bouncier than I would normally use. So I'm going to try it in my Wet n Wild pressed powder. Mine's in the shade 821E Warm Light. And I really have been liking this. So let's see if it can apply this smoothly for me. This I just used to set my whole face and it gives me a nice smooth finish. So overall, really impressed with this sponge. I give it a 5 out of 5. Like that is how much I really, really like it. The smaller one's not as bouncy. So this one I probably won't be pulling for as much as the large one. But this I'll be using again tomorrow and I'm sure the day after that to replace my regular beauty blender, and it's like a third of the cost, so why not? I do also want to point out that on the smaller sponge, I'm not sure if you will be able to see this, but it is already cracked on one side, so I don't know that maybe I just didn't get this wet enough or if it's just the poor quality of it. The large one, I'm telling you, they feel differently to me. I'm not seeing any cracks or pulls or anything, and this is my very first time using them, so I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. But I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup and kind of filmed another video that I'm really excited to share with you guys about. It is going to be a comparison of a super inexpensive eyeliner. I ended up even getting it in a duo, and it was still less than the higher end one, which I absolutely love and cannot live without. This is the Lorac Front to the Line Pro eyeliner. Love that. I want to see if this one can live up to it, so that is what I'm going to go film right now. In the meanwhile, leave me your comments down below on what you think about these new EcoTool brushes and sponges. So far, there's a couple of them that I'll use on a regular basis, and then there's a couple of them that I probably won't be grabbing for as much, but I hope that you found this helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification thing, I guess, which is new. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!